Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button and turn on the notification bell so you never miss an episode. Today we're talking about one of the most adorable, most misunderstood, and most endangered mammals in the world. An animal that isn't actually a panda at all, but carries the name anyway. Yes, today's topic is the red panda. So, without wasting any time, let's get started. High in the misty mountain forests of the Himalayas, a flash of reddish fur moves silently along a moss-covered branch. Small, quiet, almost impossible to spot. This is the red panda, one of the most elusive and endangered mammals on Earth, and one whose true identity has puzzled scientists for over a century. Today, we uncover the real story behind this remarkable forest dweller. Despite sharing part of its name with the giant panda, the red panda isn't closely related to it at all. In fact, scientists have long debated exactly where the red panda belongs on the animal family tree, eventually placing it in its own unique family, called Iluridae, making it one of a kind in the animal kingdom. Red pandas are found in the temperate forests of the eastern Himalayas, stretching across parts of Nepal, India, Bhutan, Myanmar, and southern China, typically living at elevations between 2,000 and 4,000 meters. Adult red pandas weigh between 3 and 6 kilograms, roughly the size of a large house cat, with a long, bushy, ringed tail that can be nearly as long as their entire body. That tail isn't just for looks. It acts as a counterbalance while climbing and wraps around the body like a built-in blanket during cold mountain nights. Their reddish-brown fur, white facial markings, and dark legs provide excellent camouflage among the reddish moss and lichen-covered trees of their high-altitude forest home. Red pandas are exceptionally skilled climbers, spending the vast majority of their lives high in the forest canopy. Sharp, curved claws allow them to grip bark securely, while flexible ankle joints, capable of rotating almost completely, let them climb down trees headfirst, a rare ability shared by very few other mammals. Their long tail provides crucial balance as they move confidently along narrow branches high above the forest floor, and their thick fur, including fur-covered paw pads, provides insulation and grip on icy, frost-covered branches during harsh mountain winters. Interestingly, red pandas share a curious adaptation with giant pandas, an enlarged wrist bone that functions almost like an extra thumb, helping them grip bamboo stems securely while feeding. A striking example of two unrelated species evolving a strikingly similar solution to the same problem. Though classified as a carnivore based on its evolutionary lineage, the red panda's diet consists overwhelmingly of bamboo, making up as much as 95% of what it eats. This creates a serious nutritional challenge. Bamboo is extremely low in nutrients and difficult to digest, especially for an animal with a relatively simple digestive system inherited from its carnivorous ancestors. As a result, red pandas must eat enormous quantities of bamboo daily, sometimes consuming several times their own body weight, just to obtain enough energy to survive. To conserve energy, red pandas spend much of the day resting, often curled into a tight ball with their tail wrapped over their face, conveniently reducing heat loss in cold mountain temperatures while limiting unnecessary movement. Beyond bamboo, red pandas supplement their diet with fruits, acorns, roots, eggs, and occasionally small insects or birds when available, providing at least some additional nutrition beyond their primarily plant-based diet. Red pandas are largely solitary animals, coming together only briefly during the breeding season. Each individual maintains its own home range, marked with scent from specialized glands, which helps avoid unnecessary conflict with neighboring red pandas. Unlike many social mammals, communication between red pandas relies heavily on scent marking rather than vocalization, though they are capable of a range of sounds, including squeaks, whistles, and huffing noises, particularly when startled or during rare direct encounters with other red pandas. Red pandas are primarily crepuscular, meaning they're most active during dawn and dusk, a pattern that helps them avoid the harshest daytime heat, as well as some potential predators, while still taking advantage of low-light conditions for both feeding and movement. After a pregnancy of around 4.5 months, a female red panda typically gives birth to 1 to 4 cubs within a den, often located in a hollow tree or rocky crevice. Cubs remain in the den for several weeks before beginning to venture outside under close maternal supervision, staying close to their mother for around a year before becoming fully independent. Despite their remarkable adaptations, red pandas are currently classified as endangered, with wild populations estimated to number only in the low thousands and continuing to decline. Habitat loss remains the single greatest threat. Deforestation for agriculture, logging, and infrastructure development continues to fragment the high-altitude forests red pandas depend on, isolating populations into smaller, increasingly disconnected areas across their range. This fragmentation creates serious long-term problems. Isolated populations struggle to maintain healthy genetic diversity, making them more vulnerable to disease and reducing their overall resilience as a species. Poaching adds further pressure in certain regions, with red pandas sometimes targeted for their distinctive fur or captured for the illegal pet trade, despite legal protections in place across most of their range. Climate change presents an additional, growing concern. As temperatures rise, suitable habitat at appropriate elevations may continue to shrink, potentially pushing red panda populations into increasingly narrow bands of mountain forest with nowhere left to go. Fortunately, dedicated conservation efforts are underway across the red panda's range to help protect this vulnerable species. Protected areas and community-based conservation programs in Nepal, India, and Bhutan work directly with local communities to reduce habitat destruction while providing sustainable alternatives to activities like logging that threaten red panda forests. Captive breeding programs at zoos and conservation centers around the world play an important role as well, maintaining genetically healthy populations and raising public awareness about the species' conservation status. Researchers continue to use tools like camera traps and GPS tracking collars to study red panda movement, habitat use, and population trends, providing critical data that helps guide conservation strategies across fragmented mountain habitats. Community education programs have also proven valuable, helping local populations understand the ecological and economic benefits of protecting red panda habitat, encouraging coexistence rather than conflict between human development and wildlife conservation. The red panda holds a unique and irreplaceable position in the natural world, both scientifically and ecologically. As the sole living member of its own distinct family, its loss would represent not just the disappearance of a single species, but the loss of an entire unique branch of the evolutionary tree, with no close living relatives left to carry its lineage forward. Ecologically, red pandas play a quiet but meaningful role in their high-altitude forest ecosystems, contributing to seed dispersal, and their presence often serves as an important indicator of overall forest health across the fragile Himalayan region. Their popularity and undeniable appeal have also made them valuable ambassadors for broader conservation efforts, helping raise awareness and support for protecting entire mountain ecosystems that countless other species depend on as well. The red panda is far more than an internet-famous, adorable face. It's a living reminder of just how unique and irreplaceable a single species can be within the vast web of life on Earth. Quiet, solitary, and perfectly adapted to a narrow, fragile slice of mountain forest, the red panda's continued survival depends entirely on our willingness to protect the habitat it calls home. Rare, remarkable, and utterly one of a kind, the red panda deserves far more recognition and protection than most people realize. So that's it for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed learning about the red panda as much as I enjoyed making this for you. If you liked this video, don't forget to hit the like button, share it with someone who loves wildlife, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments, which animal should we cover next? Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.